today we are talking about sandblasting and painting the trailer. Now the first thing I want to tell you guys is that I did not have a fancy sandblaster whatsoever. In fact, I think it was under $20. It's super simple siphon sandblaster. It has a part that goes into your media, a hose is connected to that, goes to a cheap little metal gun piece that you attach a air hose to, and that was it, besides of course a cheap sandblasting helmet that I had also picked up. Other than that, the media for sandblasting this I think was probably about 5 bags, and I think sandblasting this, the whole thing cost me maybe $75. Now I was able to do the sandblasting at the welding shop, which was a very good blessing because I was able to use their air compressor, which was much bigger than anything I have access to anywhere else. So that was really nice just to be able to do it right there at the same place that I welded it all up. Didn't have to take it anywhere or anything. Once I got the sandblaster set up, I was able to work from the front by the receiver and sandblast my way back all the way back. Then I went to the other side, did the same exact thing. Now once that was done, I went ahead and got inside the trailer, inside the frame there, and I was able to get the top and the bottom of all of the C channel. And I am so glad that I went the sandblasting route and not the sanding and painting route, because I'll tell you what, it would have taken me way longer and probably much more time and money to do so. Here's a video to show you guys how well even a cheap sandblaster works. To get the bottom of the trailer, I actually just put it on a large stand and was able to get it at such an angle that I was able to kind of crouch down and crouch in underneath to be able to get the bottom of the trailer. That's also the same way that I ended up painting it. If you're planning on sandblasting like I did, I highly suggest giving it a full day because it does take a while. It's not magic, but it is well worth the time to sandblast instead of sanding. So just set yourself a day that you can do that and then plan on painting the next day. So once it was all sandblasted, came the next step, which is obviously painting. Now I wanted to make sure that I got a nice good coat on it, so I decided that it would be a bright idea to go ahead and brush paint it all on because, well, I didn't have a spray booth or anything, so why not? And it just ended up not looking the greatest, but I did get the entire thing gunmetal gray. So once the owner of the welding shop saw the paint job and I was talking to him about it and I wasn't real happy with it, he said, well, why didn't you use the spray gun? And I said, well, because I don't have one. And well, he said there's one in back. I'll show you where it's at and you can go ahead and use it. And that made me very happy. And well, that quite frankly made my day, because it meant that I was able to have a nice paint job instead of a brushed on paint job that I had at that point. So I went and got some nice flat black and I painted the entire thing with that spray gun. Again, I ended up having to put the front end up at a weird angle so then I could get it all, but I ended up getting it all. It works, it looks great. Once I got the whole thing painted, I went ahead and measured out and bolted on the stabilizers so that when I have the trailer set up, it won't be rocking or moving at all. The very last thing that needed to be done on the trailer then was pretty simple, and that was just welding on a tow chain so that if something happens and it comes off of the ball, that it's not, you know, way behind me and it's still connected to the truck at least. So there we go. That is it, guys. I am really happy with the way that it turned out. I did end up grinding down some of the welds just because they weren't so pretty on this trailer. And of course I did have help from the owner of the weld shop, but he is a really great guy and I could not have done this project for the price or the time or anything without the owner of that shop teaching me how to do some welding. Even if I'm not so great at it, I do hope to get back there eventually and do some more practicing on some stuff. So yeah, I am really happy that the trailer is painted and done, and the next videos that you will see will be probably some unboxing videos of parts that I'm ordering in here and there. If you like this video and you haven't seen how I got to this point yet, check out the playlist right up here. And of course, hit that bell so that you don't miss any of my future uploads on this trailer build. Until next time, as always, you guys have a good one.